Hello everyone, welcome on in and happy Monday. Thank you so much for the resubscribing, both of you. Yes, you missed out, Psycole, you missed it. And we have a hype train incoming, yay! We are here with some more Eberron Noir, session 60. We've been going for a while. Unless I lost count. Damn it.
Never say I miss things.
Lost count somewhere. I love how that set off the hype train. But yes, we're here with session 60 of our pulp noir campaign set in the world of Eberron. And yeah, the music you heard at the or hopefully still hearing, is by Aaron Kenny. It's called The Black Cat, and you can find it over at the YouTube library of royalty-free music. Sound effects and music during the game will be by Sirenscape. The overlay starting soon screen, the map, and the character info stuff was made by me in Incarnate. All of our beautiful character art was made by Nathan. You can find him over at... here.
I'm so sorry, I'm stuffing my face.
No, it's fine. And
I promise you, I'm doing my job.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll do it.
Thank you.
The chest whistle art is by Pointy Hat. You can find him over on YouTube as well. And while you're over at YouTube, I just smacked my headphones. You can check out our stuff. The Lorite is where the D&D and TTRPG stuff lives, and Ardana Creates is where my honest to goodness PG-13 stuff lives. I am capable of doing that. It's hard, okay? I
don't believe you.
I have to be very creative with how I censor things.
I swear.
We choose to masturbate not because it's easy, but because it's hard.
This, however, is not a PG-13 channel.
Nope.
He just broke me.
We're children with drinking permits.
Yes. Where was I going with this? I have no idea. Oh,
I
yes.
don't know, but I think we know where Andy's coming.
We have a Discord where you can come in, whatever, you know.
I mean, you can come out in the Discord too. It's a safe place.
Yes, our Discord is very safe. We have a lot of Neurospicy and Rainbow community people in the Discord. It is a safe space, so hey, come hang out in the Discord. My cat just gave me a look like, you have done this intro how many times and now you mess it up?
I mean, technically, if you really want to go down with it, there's a thing here. From a technical, not technical, from a statistical point of view, the Neurospicy people on the server are statistically not Neurospicy because...
yeah, that's true, because we're by a majority on the server.
Yes. Uh-huh.
And no, we cannot afford straitjackets in this economy, are you kidding? Of course they're not included. And last but not least, speaking of shenanigans, if you want to see what you can do to help or hinder the party, you can type in !perks in the chat. Now, enough procrastination. Let's go introduce our characters. Let's start with Andy. Who are you and who are you playing?
Who I am? I feel I don't necessarily need to qualify who I am. You just called me Andy, and that's fine. I will be portraying Craren, the ever so slightly not really rooted in even his own reality, illusionist wizard Craren. And my factoid for this session is that in 2005, Australia technically banned the word mate for a day.
Okay.
Security staff from using the word mate in Parliament House. It was withdrawn within 24 hours. But there's a lot of other things. BBC wanted to replace the word brainstorming, replaced by thought shower, as not to offend people with brain disorders. And I also wanted to use deferred success to replace failure, and so on and such forth.
That sounds like Australia.
And what else was it? Misguided criminals, because you can't talk about terrorists. And second on the list, not the first on the list, was intrinsic aptitude. A phrase used by Harvard University president Lawrence Summers to explain why women might be underrepresented in engineering and science. There you go.
I bet that went down like a lead balloon.
So yeah, Australia's government decided to ban the word, the word and phrase, mate. That's There was some objections, but that happened in 2005.
Let me check something real quick.
I was already angry about so many things in 2005 that I had to pick my battles.
Understandably so.
Andy, could you check your signal?
I am. It's just that it's a 10 to 15 second delay between you doing the thing and doing the thing. So, but yeah, I can hear music. It's vastly in the background, but I can hear it now.
All right, because I am blasting the music right now. I can barely hear you. So I guess OBS is having issues with the music again.
Yeah, if no one is talking, I can hear it. But considering someone is talking all the time.
Sorry.
And yeah, the boss last week was a little underwhelming. You guys were just too good at tactical maneuvering.
We're very good.
I'm gonna make it up to you.
What? No, why?
I will redeem a wandering boss at some point. When you allow me to redeem three wandering bosses at the same time to be launched at the party at the same time.
I mean, the Mournlands are coming up, so why not?
We can work something out.
Anywho,
Andy, are you trying to kill us?
No, I'm just trying to up the challenge a bit.
I'm thinking something like Path of Exile adjacent, Malachi. Lillith.
Hi, I'm Lillith, or Lily, Queen of Ducks. Also very afraid of my own life right now.
Sorry.
Oh no, I would never threaten my players. The characters, on the other hand.
Me as a player knows that all my characters will be very scared of Andy as a god.
Yeah.
And I'm playing or portraying Mal Bleakwood or Flo Bleakwood, depending on which side of the coin.
What is that supposed to mean?
Andy, you're very well aware that you are part of cooking up a lot of the more difficult stuff that I've thrown at my players.
I mean, that is true, but it's at the same time it's about me as a god, really. What is that supposed to mean? I'm going to suppose that I'm supposing that means exactly what you said, DM person. because I feel that I don't necessarily give off the illusions of grandeur of becoming a god, because I try not to.
Hmm.
We could talk theology and apotheosis all night, probably, but we're gonna be moving on to Terris.
Me? Okay. Hi, I'm Sir Terris, your friendly neighborhood ferret. Today I will be portraying Oren Weaver, the albino drow bard. And where is my thingy? Here it is. And did you know that some dinosaurs had built-in mohawks made of quills? There was a dinosaur called Psittacosaurus that had a row of long, stiff bristles running down its tail. Quills, in fact.
Ooh.
Yes.
What did you say it was called?
Psittacosaurus. It has a silent P in the beginning. Let me.
No, I don't need the spelling. I just heard something about sitting on something, and my I was like, "Why are you sitting on quills?" And it's like, sorry, carry on. My brain is.
Well, if it sat on the quills, it would probably be a Psittacosaurus.
Yes.
That was the pun I was going for. My brain had not quite put itself into gear.
Well, I hope it's into gear now, because you're up next, Psycole.
Hi, I'm me. I am here, and I am playing a character.
Wow.
Yay!
Namely,
Yay.
Remus Dodorn, the Kalishtar barbarian fighter. And I do not have a fact, because facts are for losers, and facts are for... I mean, it literally says sit, coast. Anyway, sorry. And facts are the enemy of truth.
In what reality, and how do you qualify this statement?
In the brains of Donald Trump.
I am
That's
so
a
glad that
Yes.
man is not a beholder, because then our reality would be very weird.
But
Moving on.
unlike Donald Trump, you are not a rock-eating idiot.
I hope you... Well, how do you know what I get up to in my spare time?
I doubt you eat rocks.
That would depend on your definition of rock.
And Tony, I have a hero point. It's right there. Did I use it for the Dryad fight? No. No, I did not. Anywho, Nathan.
Hello, I am Nathan, otherwise known as the Art Arcana, otherwise known as Romulus Deldorn, the Kalashtar Hexblade, Warlock, Bloodhunter, Werewolf, second werewolf of the party, and I have 2 facts today. First fact is strict hedonia is the joy of not giving a damn.
No,
And
I've got
then-
that chronically.
And second fact, stressed koalas suffer from a fatal condition known as wet bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, bonus fact, a koala's brain is only 0.2% of its body weight.
That explains so much.
They are dumb as fuck. They are.
What do you expect? They're Australian.
I mean, dumb as fuck and drunk all the time. Wait, we're talking koalas, right? Not teenagers.
I mean,
Anyway.
They both have chlamydia.
Oh no.
My brain has
I
woken
have
up.
a
Can you tell?
I love
that
you, dude.
was a brilliant joke.
That was beautiful.
Favorite moment of the stream, right?
All right.
That was great.
Oh, fucking hell.
Hi, I am Ardana, or Joe, or you there, since Lillith is here. I am the GM and Shadowrunner around these parts, and these people are the prime example as to why, when people say that the DM is in charge, I laugh out loud. No, wait, the DM is in control. And my fact today has to do with fabric. There is one easy, surefire way to check what type of fabric you have. If you go thrifting, if you buy something like a unmarked fabric somewhere.
Set it on fire!
Set it on fire! That a bit of it. A tiny bit of it. Because if it's natural fibers, it will turn into a fine powdery ash. If
It's exactly how I determine what kind of plastic it is. If it's polyacrylate nylon reinforced, or if it's polystyrene, or if it's or if it's yeah.
And like silks will just turn into a powdery ash. Cottons and wools will sort of go dark gray and then white, and wool will smell horribly. It will smell worse than plastic. So that was my factoid. Also, do this in a controlled environment. If you want to test what type of fabric you have by burning it, outside.
See, she says this, but what she actually means is do it directly in the thrift store.
Only we do not condone crimes on this channel, but that would be funny.
That's not should be true.
It's not.
I just realized it is 5 in the morning and I am yelling. And there are people in the house.
I have worked at a thrift store, and I can objectively say the employees will find that funny.
Huh.
The managerial staff will not, and the fire department will not, but the rest, like the floor staff, will find that funny.
Fuck the managers.
You have to.
All right. Well,
like it.
Nah.
Also, no, actually, seriously, controlled environment. If you're gonna go playing with fabric and fire, some fabric just whoosh. Wool will not go whoosh because it's weird that way. But cotton and silk.
Wool goes woo.
I'm gonna have to give
Accidental arson is from the law's perspective technically still arson.
Yeah. All right.
Accident.
Before I have to give someone an inspiration point without any recaps, anyone want to do a recap today?
Sorry, I will do a recap in a second, but if you put out a fire that's been caused by arson, does that make it an arse off?
Maybe.
I'm beginning to sense the vibe of the session today.
What gave you the hint? What specific moment clued you in, Nathan?
No, I'm just sensing it, you know? Like, can't you feel it in the air?
Yeah. Anywho, recap.
Oh, is that my job as well?
Yeah.
I have no idea. We did things last time and then stuff
Anyone
happened.
can do the
and
recap. And you will get a point of inspiration for it. So, you know.
I try not to have points of inspiration, so I don't.
True. So, last time, we concluded our... last time we kind of tidied up after ourselves after raiding what we thought would be somewhere with loads of money in and was not. And we basically collected a giant barrel of fish for food, and Romulus appears to have been cursed by something again.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah. We realise when we get outside that it appears to be night. Oh no, that it's light outside, and we're like, something's not quite right. Romulus decides to contact Derek, and we get confirmation that we have not been in contact for 2 days, at which point we go, oh shit, we're hungry, and oh shit, we left the cart. So we run to basically go and catch up with the cart. As we does, Flo kind of gets off a lot quicker than everybody else does, and Craren just decides he was going to bring up the rear and walk because he would quite like to see Elam dead, I'm sure.
That's not what I said or what Craren said. Craren said their breakfast will not be done by the time I arrive anyway, so there's no sense in rushing.
True. Anyway, Flo gets there and meets a Kilmuli, which is a small fey creature called Pale. And it basically looked after our carts for us, but also soured our wine. Soured. Did it sour our wine?
Water.
Well, it soured our water that was also turned into wine in a recent event that none of us really paid any attention to, which is really unfortunate, but also a habit that we appear to have. Anyway, Flo has a chat, they have a conversation around various different things, including that Flo should really see about getting Elam fixed. No context is given. At some point we must understand why Elam is weird. Oren effectively then turns up and prepares all of the various different bits of breakfast, including some fish stuff, which Remus hates. Remus does his Disney princess impersonation and has a chat with Sasha to understand what was going on, and find out that the Kilmuli was defending the cart from a death-smelling dryad, which, with a little bit more context, turns out to be a dead bark dryad, which Oren is familiar with from his homeworld land, one of the ones. We eat, and Oren torments Remus about liking fish more if he was in his werepanther form. I still have to get you back for that, Oren.
Shit.
I write this shit down, remember? We rehitch the horses and carry on travelling eastward. Oren bitches some geese out of the sky to make Remus some geese-shaped chicken nuggets. Or whatever.
When I'm back in the new house, do not say those words.
Oh, yes, sorry.
My dog is in the laundry
right now. There is a
right
dog
now,
that gets
so it's
triggered.
Yes.
At which point we encounter the stinking swamp that is a hallmark of the dead dryad. We decide it might be a good idea to deal with the undead dryad so that it doesn't interfere with the railroad, given that they are prone to wander and wish to seek out vengeance for their fate. So we turn into the decaying area and we come across the Death Bark Dryad, for which Romulus promptly basically stunlocks it with some mental shenanigans, and Remus decides it'd be a good idea to lift the tree out of the mud and then turn himself into a cannonball, forgetting that he'd used all his rage attempts, and therefore took quite a lot of damage in doing so, but successfully managed to save his werepanther form. And we concluded by putting the poor dryad out of its misery.
I think Oren might have turned the resident.
Oh yes, Oren turned the resident barbarian into some lizard-type creature.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that when I wrote this intro. Oh well.
And I believe he's currently, if we're finishing off directly off the end of that battle, he's currently still in that form because Oren has refused to lift the polymorph.
Yep.
Refused might be a strong word.
Well, not yet lifted the polymorph.
Oh, he wants to let it play out for now. We never know what we might come across in that time.
Well, the intro I wrote still works, so yay, because it's Remus' intro. But you can have a point of inspiration for that recap. If you have it, you can send it to someone else. Bounce it. Yes.
Set the world on fire.
I mean,
I don't know.
yes.
My thought was, if it was the lizard's intro, you just speak in the lizard's language.
And yeah.
Angie sounds. And just people just, what the hell is she doing?
I'm gonna
Hiss.
have to change one word. What do you call a lizard's feet?
Feet?
Are they feet? Are they talons? Are they claws? Are they just feet?
I mean, feet have claws and or talons attached, so...
Fair.
Phalanx? No.
Alright. Well, with that, if we are all as comfortable as we are going to get, let's get started.
Yeah.
Your bones ache from the extreme fall you've suffered. Your feet covered in clinging rot and dying plant matter. The dryad lays dead, her final sigh a part of the wind around you. And you can feel a soft chuckle pass through your bones, Remus. A sound of approval. On your tongue, the air is thick with sweet, sour decay. And to your side, the road rises from the slimy mud to meander eastward under the deep shadows of the moss-draped trees. That, however, is not your concern right now. You hear a soft buzzing, as if something interesting happening nearby. And if I remember right, this creature has an intelligence of 2.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was called. Can you remind me what it was, Terris, so I can pull up the stat block?
I can remember.
It's posted in the chat, I think.
Where? What? Where? No, that was not it.
I think it's in the chat. I can't open it right now because that will mess up too much.
No,
No, there's only the picture in the chat, and I can't.
Give me
find it.
12 seconds. I need to go on to D&D Beyond, find the beasts, and find the CR8 beasts.
It's called a Kruth.
Kruth.
Yeah, it's in the rules lookup stuff. There you go.
And yes, it has an intelligence of 2. The sounds all around you are very enticing, and you can hear like the flapping of bird wings nearby. The scent of mud is starting to get a little overwhelming as well.
So I can hear bird wings and something else going on, but I don't know what it is.
You can hear a droning noise nearby.
Oh, where can I pinpoint the droning noise?
It's pretty close by. It looks like those big bipedal things are making the noise.
Excellent. Can I tail strike it, please?
Let me check. Where is my roll 20 tab? There it is. Sure. Romulus, does it hit?
Oh, it's Romulus is talking. Hold on, let me roll.
So,
It's up to you to decide. With PvP, I always say that if your character does not want to get hit, if you say no, it doesn't hit, it doesn't matter if it's a natural 20. It will not hit.
I'm curious though. Go on, roll for me and see.
Yeah.
Do this. Let's do this properly. Fucking hell.
Of course.
Yeah, my soul gets knocked out of its body. Yes, I think it's 29 hits.
Yes. All right, roll
So
damage
that's
on that.
20. There you go.
Do you want me to do you want me to actually roll this as a crit?
It's yeah, it's a crit.
My type, just to let you know, I'm on 37 health.
Just out of curiosity, what's the max that can do?
26 is a normal strike.
What's the roll?
It's you want me to do 4d10 plus 6.
20. Okay, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18,
For
19,
40,
20,
10.
23, 24,
Is that a
25,
crit roll? Is that or is that a standard roll?
It's 2d10 plus 6 is the standard, so I just doubled the dice.
Yeah.
Also, that's a by the way, if Terris isn't aware, that is a nat 20. That
Oh yeah, Terris, that's a natural 20.
For
Remus. Well, Remus Cruz.
Remus.
now I need to do a wisdom save if I am correct.
Yep. Yep, you do.
24. That's a nat 20 for me.
Nice.
Well, there you go.
I'm
We're out of nat 20s for the rest of the session.
yeah, and I'm just gonna picture myself being. Which way are you tail batting me? Are you tail batting me this way or that way?
Away from the weird creatures,
So I'm assuming.
i.e. the rest of the party, so probably that way.
So I'm gonna be in a tree, like embedded in a tree, like over in this corner somewhere.
Yate!
Is there noise
Oren is
still
just-
coming? Go on.
Go. Sorry.
I was gonna say, is
No,
there
Oren
noise
is
still
just
coming from
going
in front
to-
of me by the tree?
more like a wheeze of like that scene like from that sound that Loki made where he went up against the Hulk at the end of the Avengers.
Yep.
Basically that, but he's just hear it from like the internals of a tree.
Oren is just going to look over at you and go, "Are you still alive?"
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah,
Is that more buzzing that's coming from this tree now?
no.
No, I meant Oren.
Oh. Oh no.
No. Maybe.
I scuttle towards Oren through the mud,
I
probably
drop
spraying up a
volume
fair
off.
amount of it. Oh, you dropped
I am
volume off.
dropping volume off.
Okay. I then basically slide into the tree, having picked up momentum as a lizard. I just go, "Oh, what was that all about?"
Yeah, you
Oh,
dense
sorry,
motherfucker. Used to be. Now it's just mildly thick.
Yeah, Oren, just you dumb lizard.
You turn me into a lizard.
I did turn you into a lizard. I thought you would appreciate the well, being a little less injured. But apparently you can't be trusted not to try and eat your friends.
I mean, what I can remember is a weird buzzing noise, and it was irritating.
Right. Next time I'm polymorphing the wizard.
Are we done here? Because I just fell from a really tall height, and I could do with a lie down.
Mm.
I mean, you're
Maybe
technically
not
on the
in-
floor.
I mean, a lie down that doesn't consist of laying in mud.
Ah,
Mm.
you meant comfortably.
Yeah, and there's definitely a twig sticking somewhere where I really don't want it to be sticking
one.
anymore. And I stand up. So, are we done? Can I go lay down in the car?
I think so.
Cool. And I kind of clamber off to the cart, and I kind of look at Oren as I get closer to the cart, and I kind of look down at my clothes and just go, Oren,
Yes.
am I allowed to get in the cart muddy?
No.
Okay.
He will prestidigitate you before letting you into the cart.
Excellent. I just kind of climb in, call to Sasha, and try to take a nap using Sasha as a pillow.
Alright. Quick reminder, there's not a lot of space in the cart. Because you have sacks and crates and not a big cart.
It's
If
fine.
we very rarely
It's
have
fine.
sex in the cart.
You can fit, but it's a squeeze. And yes, Sasha will hop up after you and roll up to make a pretty nice makeshift pillow.
No.
Mile or Flo, what are you doing?
Well, she walked over to the one who got yeeted into the Netherlands.
To the yonder.
Because she most likely just got cared for by Oren. Getting all the sticks out of her everywhere. So she will just like trot over very carefully in the mud and just look down on Romulus and be like, I think he's not just mad at me.
I think
And she will hold out her hand to help him up.
It's like I'd imagine like his hand is probably like slightly pointing the wrong way. It's like, thank you. I think he was being a bit of a dick.
She will like go rummage after he gets up, get out the health potion, and basically put it in his like on his lips and just like chug it down while she takes his arm and like snaps it back in place while he drinks it.
Okay. How much is... Jesus,
Does
how much is...
hit points and ligaments really correlate?
I can imagine like the moving, like the repositioning of the hand and the health potion just cancel each other out. How much do I have to roll for a health potion again?
So a regular health potion, if I remember right, is 4d4 plus 4. Or something like that.
4d4.
Is it 2? No, it's 2d4 plus 2.
Let me just check. I have health.
Yeah, normal one, yeah.
So
Yeah, it's a normal one.
2d4 plus 2 for a regular. Common.
Yeah.
So I'm rolling d4s.
Yep, 2d4s.
Yes.
2d4s
Plus 2.
plus 2, so that's 7, 9.
Yeah, that's
Thank you very much.
more than enough to fix your arm.
Yes.
Kronk.
Everything else, however?
Alright, well, that's one limb. Might need a little bit of help getting back to the cart, if you don't mind.
And she will like turn over to piggyback him.
Are you sure?
I did it a lot of times after training.
Okay.
Yeah, Faye was sometimes a little rough, and needed, well, including myself, I needed to be carried back to the infirmary.
Gotcha. Right, well, thank you very much. And Romulus will get on Flo's back.
And she will piggyback ride him very slowly back to the cart.
Oren will prestidigitate you before letting you into the cart.
Thank you. Oh.
There will be no gross in Oren's cart.
So what's next?
Onward, I suppose.
Rest might be nice.
Well, none of that for the wicked.
Shall we?
We shall.
All right.
Um.
Yes.
Can I think Flo will go over to Remus.
I know you're still mad at me, but again, I'm sorry that I snapped at you in wolf form. But I do think you should say you're sorry to your brother.
Thank you for the advice.
Bastard!
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt to try and be nicer.
And she will walk back to the cart.
Primus is in the cart.
Oh, she will
What
go in.
about the
Is
cart
it
is
is
on the
in the
screen?
front of is in the front of the cart or the back?
I'm in the back. I've laid down with Sasha.
She would have went to the front then. Who's in the front?
Oren would be driving the cart, so he'd be near the front.
Yeah, so Flo will go to the front and you can see her like taking her knees up to her chest and just holding them. You can see that she's kind of like, I'm a bad dog. Everyone's mad at me.
Oh.
Oren will offer you a snack.
And she will nibble at it.
He won't say anything. He will just provide snacks.
And that is very approved.
Craren, what are you doing?
I genuinely have no idea in this Brady bunch. Because we're at the cart, I'm going to assume. Are we departing?
Seems like you
I
are.
hope so.
Are we... What time of the day is it, really?
Late afternoon.
Late afternoon. Do we want to remain and rest, or do we want to carry on?
Oren would like to carry on to get away from the boggy, smelly swamp before they rest, so they don't end up covered in mud again.
So
He doesn't
can you
like
put
mud.
can you put us on a map so I have any idea where we are and where we're going? Because right now it's a scene of a forest, and I'm just I don't have the mental capacity to tell where we are. I'm sorry.
All right. So I gave you a new token, by the way. There you are. It's a cart. Instead
Oh
of
my
a
god,
pin.
it's hard.
Woo!
Oregon Trail called. They
Yay.
want their carts back.
Talking about
Yeah. I forgot
Okay.
to move the pin as well for a long time, so yeah.
So we're about to, well, we are quote unquote exiting the
I mean, you wouldn't know it because you can't really tell from where you're at, but you're maybe
No.
2
I'm
days.
just looking at the map more
Yeah.
from a time space kind of.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So we're heading in a general. We in a moment we should be heading in a general eastwards that way direction.
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. So, like in a zoo.
Yes.
I play with the effect now.
Really?
I mean, yes.
I'm okay. That's entirely fair. See, this is one of those things that I have been pondering since we got the cart. We have a small cart. We have 2 people that essentially laying down inside it. We have a bench at the, let's call it the driver's seat. And then we're done. So I'm going to assume Craren walks next to the cart.
Unless you get on a horse.
You could get on one of the horses.
He's not getting on one of the horses.
You could ride the jackal.
He's walking.
Jackals are a bit small for riding.
Yeah.
Does Craren have a large reduce?
That would just yeah. It would
in this
just
particular campaign, no.
that would just make the jackal a small creature instead of a tiny.
Not if you enlarge it, then it becomes large, and then you can ride the jackal because it's medium, right, at the moment.
Yeah, it just enlarges his one size, right? And it just, so yeah, into a medium.
Or he could shrink himself down to small, and then he can just be.
It's not the size of your whoosh; it's how you use it.
I have concerns.
Alright.
Most of them are concerns right now.
Okay.
Most.
How will they?
So you are moving until it's time to camp, or are you?
Yes.
Okay. You make headway, and as you move along the path, the rot and decay slowly fades again as you get on sturdier and sturdier ground. The familiar sounds and smells and the familiar firmness of frozen ground returns, and it becomes easier for the cart to roll along once you're out of the cold muck and into frozen ground once more.
Cute. No.
And as you find a suitable location to make camp, what would you like to do something before going to bed? Those of you, the 2 of you who, well, Remus, not sure if Romulus decided to do this as well. Remus, you can take a short rest, or you can have started your long rest, but they would have to be like interrupted if you want to like eat something.
I would have just taken a short rest and then come back and then
Yeah.
carried on.
I think Romulus would have been pretty conscious.
What do you mean that 3 fractured ribs would do something?
Oh no, whoopsies.
Oh, no, it's right.
What is do you do your usual configuration of watches?
I'm
or-
going to assume the answer is yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Not the arbiter of truth, but I'm going to assume the answer is yes.
It's been working so far.
Yes. Over dinner, however, I would like to start talking. So I will turn to the group and say, so I've probably been acting slightly weird for the last couple of days. Probably being slightly more hyped up for fights and
You don't
Yeah,
say,
just-
Captain Obvious.
just generally being a bit more angry than normal.
I've noticed that, yes.
I feel like I should probably explain myself.
Yeah,
it's-
you have been vehemently denying it so far, so that's a nice change.
Well, you'll be pleased to know it's not my time of the month.
That can change.
No, that usually coincides with a certain full moon.
Yes, exactly. And I haven't necessarily felt any real challenges from the new
Felonization.
yes, that's a good way of saying it. The ride-along dragon in my head seems quite happy with the most recent events, but as we're getting a bit closer to Xandrar, it's probably a good time to explain that. Well, you already know I'm wanted, right? And you already know that Romulus and I, but mostly Romulus, killed someone who came after me for.
Do I sense a tinge of deflection here?
Wait,
just,
what?
Just
You're
a wee
wanted?
bit. Well, yeah, you were there when oh sugar, what was her name? Sora Mayenia?
Right.
In the had my wanted poster and basically said I wouldn't be wanted in Droam because I'd done Droam a favor.
Yes, I briefly recall that.
Well, yeah. So, I have explained that I kind of deserted my post as a Blade Mark mercenary, right?
I mean, vaguely.
Yeah. So, that post was in Xandrar. Well, it was more importantly, it was at the end of a trip to Xandrar. I had been hired to guard a transport and keep it safe from the local gang called the Swords of Liberty, and I was part of a mostly small crew, and then I received Romulus's note, so slight further deflection here to say that he had been freed from his prison on parole, and would I like to come and join him? And there's a small Farask enclave in Xandrar, which I'm sure we'll probably go and visit at some point. But anyway, they kind of agreed and said it would be a good idea for me to come and help. And so I left. Bros before jobs.
Oh,
They-
you're coming out
the
with some like
responsibilities.
crackers right now.
The important thing here is, did you get paid before or after? Were you getting paid before or after the job completed?
Well, I mean, there was, of course, a deposit and a per diem, and I took most of the per diem before I left. For the travel, I'm sure. No, I can't remember. I was kind of agreed that I would kind of do this, and then I got very drunk along the way. And yeah, I mean, if I did get paid, I probably got drunk with the money.
I'm
Well,
trying for the life
why I
of me
see
to
it-
find the notes that states whatever the bounty is on your behind. Just I know it was. I know when Craren joined, he had more information that your bounty is now up to this number. So that was on episode 9?
Yeah,
It's
around
just-
about that.
Yeah.
It was not long after Romulus killed the person who tried to claim it for me.
Yeah, so that's just 51 episodes ago. So I fault no one for not remembering, but yeah, the information is there somewhere. So yay amount.
Yeah. So
4,000
Xandrar could
gold
be
points.
Xandrar could be quite interesting. And I shouldn't have been such an arse the last few days, because I feel like I probably need to ask you a bit of a favor to find out how much shit I am in when we get there.
How many metric shit tons of?
Yes. Well, exactly. Yes. I can't remember what Sora Mayenia's leaflet that told us how much my bounty was up to. 4,000 gold pieces, or whatever it was.
Yeah, 51 episodes ago, it was 4,000 gold pieces.
Yes, so I mean, I've obviously not been seen since then, but we've also kind of made a bit of a name for ourselves since then. Although it might not have travelled beyond the boundaries of Droham. So,
What you're saying is that you're expecting problem.
well, I mean, it's me. You probably need to expect problems all of the time. I'm just expecting Xandrar to be slightly more problematic than where else we might find it. Or indeed, like, maybe a bit further on the road. You never know, they may have completely forgotten about me. I mean, it is a bit of a backwaters village town thing compared to...
And you
other
do look
places.
considerably different.
Well,
No.
yes, I mean, you've dyed my hair, and the beard hasn't gone, but you've dyed my hair, and...
I think it's time we shaved it.
No, absolutely. And I could probably put the axe away. Maybe the axe could be an identifying feature. Maybe I should put that away and just keep the hammer and the meteor chain that I've been swinging around recently. But yes, the beard stays, I'm afraid.
Would it be fair to just say, to summarize things, that what you're saying is that you're scared shitless that you might be in a heaps of problem and might end up in jail? Is that really what we're trying to summarize things here?
Well, no, I'm not really scared shitless, because actually I think it might be quite fun to have a good fight. But and I'm also not overly bothered about being in jail, because like
We can
you
break
bust
him out.
yourself
It's
out
not hard.
of jail. Exactly. I mean, we've got a
Lauren?
track record of doing this.
I mean,
come on.
nothing.
It's more of it's more of
query.
if it's more of will I become a problem for negotiations if they understand that you are harboring someone who basically abandoned a post for people that were trading to or from Xandrar?
There is a possibility, at which point we'll disown you.
Thanks.
I mean,
How about a
you're-
trim? Can I
Then-
trim your beard?
Are you still mad at me though?
Well, I mean, I'm generally concerned about how you lost control and decided to
I
sack me.
usually don't do it. I guess I was a little more hurt than I thought I was. I'm really sorry.
I know you are, and I'm probably still being an arse about it, partly because of all of this stuff, and partly because I would really like to understand what switches you over to being like that, because it definitely is what normally fuels me in a fight.
But you also haven't lost control yet of your Bird Panther, I guess.
And you can see her slumber more and more.
I guess you're really lucky.
Well, I think it's the fact I share a brain with, well, that's not quite true, because I'm sure Crown would say that I don't actually share a brain with anybody, even myself. But I share thoughts, shall we say, with this very powerful, weird dragon thing that grants me additional gifts every now and then.
It's a very parasitic relationship, that one.
Whatever happens, brother, I think we need to make our time in Xandrar as short as possible, and perhaps it might be beneficial to disguise you, especially, even more, maybe me as well, because if I look like you, then that might be a giveaway. So perhaps we both need more.
Boys. Look,
Mhm,
I have an idea.
mhm.
I promise not to shave the beards, but you send me into Xandrar for 2 or 3 hours. I come back out. I bring you a whole new persona. We trim your beards neatly, make you look presentable, put some lovely clothes on you, and call you merchants.
I mean,
Um,
it's an idea.
if I don't know how who of you are most wanted.
Well, I mean, I currently have a wanted poster of some sort, Romulus had a wanted poster of some sort. He was wanted for, well, he was imprisoned for murder, but he's on parole. But he's since murdered a lot of other people. So, well.
Well, when you put it like that, I mean, it kind of complicates things, doesn't it?
Let's just say that the two of us are as equally problematic as one another. Hold on, that's exactly what I was saying. Anyway.
Now might be a time to say that I'm also probably a little problematic in any populated area. But that's okay. I have many disguises. I'll be fine.
If you could maybe like make some ears and horns for them, they can look like sage ears.
I definitely could try.
And she will show like the shoes that is made for her.
Mine is made like this, but mostly because I should hide that I have
Paws, and she kind of like flicks her paws, and you can see her little toe beans under.
Oh,
mostly because I shouldn't leave tracks like this because silver flames kind of know that I have paws. But if you make like shoes like this for them, they're not that hard to walk in.
it would almost be like watching them walk in high heels. I like this idea. Quite a
I
bit.
suddenly don't.
It's actually very
Oh.
comfortable.
I'm sure it is, but I'm more concerned with the fact that I have to do the occasional running and hitting people.
What
Just
you
imagine
can
that in heels.
So the thing is,
And you can see that it's like a very. You can see that it's like a fake kind of like hoof, so you can see that her paw kind of goes into it. And she's like,
but as you can see here, it's not like a high heel, it's more like a thin layer so you can't see my paw print. So it's not actually a high heel, it just looks like it.
I'm sure you'll do fine in drag, Remus.
I shall be.
A little tall for dwarves, unfortunately. No, I just say we trim them, dress them, make them look presentable.
I think we require like full-on disguise kits.
Yes, this is what I'm talking about.
That's what
But
you're
it has to be, yes, absolutely. But it will have to be something that you gentlemen can pull off. Can you pull off privileged?
I don't think we've ever been privileged, have we?
Well, technically we're royalty, but apparently we're probably royalty, but yeah. You've been with us for how long now, Oren?
Right.
Like as
So-
a player here, can we just can we see the boundary here? There is me, there's Romulus, there's Remus, and then there's Flo in one group, and then there's the elves in the other. You can there's quite a strong divide there.
That is very astute
okay.
of you.
New plan. We scrungle you up as best we can. Give you some fake scars, possibly an eye patch, and we make you look like mercenaries. More so than you are, like absolutely the most roughest gut swords for hire, or axes for hire that we can.
One shot. I think we need
All you have to do is remember, when you think you want to be polite about something, don't be as rude as you can. It shouldn't be hard for either of you.
Should be second nature, really.
No time like the present, I suppose.
Right. So give me a couple of hours to get everything in
Have
order.
we even got to moving yet?
No, you're
No,
currently
but-
still camping out in the forest. The same
Yes,
night.
what I'm saying is, when we get there, give me a couple of hours in town to get the things I need.
I was under the weird impression that we sort of warped to the city, but no,
Oh,
we're
no.
still traveling.
Yeah, I just wanted to fill the void of us sitting there and doing nothing for a few hours.
That
I
is
just
entirely fair.
realized that. I just realized that now Flo is the goth of the group because she has
city goth
black
girl.
hair and piercings in her ears, and I'm like, oh no, I almost forgot this.
Oh yeah. So, what? Big titty wolf girlfriend or something?
Sure.
I have concerns.
But you can see Flo realizing that like her hoofs are still very brown, and she looks at Oren, looks down, and then looks at her hair, and she kind of like you can see her ears going down, and she's like,
Can we color this too?
Yes. Now, did I put a coloured streak in your hair? Is that something that I'm remembering?
yes, it was like a light streak still in the front of the bangs,
Right.
the side bangs.
Yeah, he's side-eyeing you. Just perhaps we do the tip of that purple and then paint your hoofies black with a little bit of matching purple on the tips as well.
Nice.
Just a thought. Just a thought. Kraran, do I also need to disguise you?
Let's not and say you did. And Kraran adjust his shift weave into whatever the local dress code is in Xandrar.
I mean, just it depends on what you're going for, really. Your current three-piece
No,
suits would work.
he's comfortable. To quote Izzard, you don't steal from the rich. But no, I'm not really rich. But oh no, so steal from the moderately steal from the comfortable and give to the moderately impoverished. Kraran is comfortable.
Yeah, then all you have to do is like tune it, make it look just a slightly bit more worn. That's about it.
And considering it's desert, normally things go in whites and browns and blacks because
Yeah.
temperature, and blending in.
Yeah.
So I'm going to assume that's the color scheme for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
We're also closing in on hand.
Yes, hand. Screenshots when you don't move the cursor. Fun.
Oren intends, once they're much closer to town, to probably swap into his Talon persona, since it's a new one and nobody would know that one.
Yeah. Alright, absolutely. Same guard configuration as previously. If that's the case, could the elves roll me a D100 each?
Oh, that bit.
D100.
Block.
No, that's changed. I don't like that at all.
It doesn't like just the straight rolls. Is it more partial
Hang on.
towards the skills?
I rolled an 89, I think.
Alright.
Okay.
So Craren being up first.
Yes.
The forest around you is quiet and calm. The creatures and critters that normally move around seem to be remarkably silent, not in a concerning way or a uncomfortable way, just seemingly waiting for something, possibly for the last vestiges of winter to finally give up. And as you look around, thoughts probably wandering during your watch, you find what looks like a small wooden box tucked into one of the trees. It seems to have been like
Okay.
shoved in, left there. You know, one of those like holes that knots in the trees can leave behind from time to time.
Uh-huh.
That's where it's. Well, I say wooden box because I don't know the like how else to explain it. It's kind of weirdly shaped, almost like someone took that knot, carved out a container, and then used part of it as a lid, and then just pushed it back in.
Okay.
If you want to do something with it, you can do something with it. If not, you can leave it there.
That's adorable.
Yes. The event.
End of story.
The event literally said, a box shows up in your camp.
Yes, and Craren observes it, thinks it's cute, and does nothing with it.
Fair enough. How to do this? We're actually gonna jump on over from that. It's another chest weasel. Oh, I should have thought about that. That could have been funny. But no. Actually,
Wait. Do chest weasels reproduce? Is that established?
they're fake creatures. They're not spirits, so yes, they reproduce.
Well, I mean, some fake creatures, they more like pop into existence than reproduce in that sense.
Well, no one has in-game asked about how chest weasels reproduce. You know how they feed and what they like to eat.
It's actually threads.
Apparently everything reproduces that way. Trying to decide.
I mean, from the logics of Remus, yes. Good lord.
If one eats enough frustration, they separate into two separate beings.
Boop.
Exactly.
I feel like there should be like the opposite of a chest weasel, which is like they feed off frustration. So maybe what happens is they get so frustrated that they become joyful, and then that's when they separate into two.
Yeah.
And then it becomes like a yin and yang kind of like thing, and one's all about eating frustration, and one's all about eating joy.
And then the crew is left with no emotions anymore.
Exactly, which means that actually they're really poisonous and horrible, and they're an actual parasite. But we don't realize it because we think they're cute.
Are you describing cats?
Mostly.
Yeah, I think so.
Snakes.
Romulus,
Hello.
could you give me a wisdom save, please?
That's what you need during the night, I guess.
Dirty 20.
As
The
you
uncouth 20?
fall into your regular slumber, that dreamless void that you're used to, because Kalashtar do not dream, you once again feel the sand touching your face. The scent of metal from the lower city of Xandrar seem to almost like embrace you. And you hear the swooshing of fabric nearby. There's something odd with this whole situation. You can't quite grasp exactly what it is. But you recognize it. You've seen this once before.
Oh, this seems familiar. I turn to the sound of the fabric, see if I can pinpoint where it could be.
Turning around, you see the female form walking not too far away. A few paces will get you near her, and you see the white drapes and dress move in what looks like a wind, but you don't feel a breeze or wind on you at all. She turns to look at you, and you can see those really bright green eyes.
Hello again. I feel like we got off on the wrong foot last time.
Oh. I don't... How so?
Well, if I recall correctly, wasn't it you who reached into my chest and tried to squeeze my heart?
Right, yes. I do apologize about that. I didn't think you were so fragile.
Can I ask what you intended to do? Or was it mere out of curiosity?
It wasn't curiosity, no. Maybe it was. No, I wanted to... Yes, I wanted to know your heart. And that felt like the easiest way to do that. But that was wrong of me. I hurt you. I'm sorry.
You're quite okay. How about we start like this? My name is Romulus Theldorn. What is your name?
Do I need a name?
Not necessarily.
I know... I have had many names. I think. Maybe. No, some people... No, that's not right. I have been called Starfall, but I think that's my shape that's called that. Not me.
Have you ever... Would you like a name? Is there a name that you would like to give yourself instead of others calling you a name? What would you like to be called?
I don't... I have... Do I... No. A name would be nice. I don't know what I would be called. Do I need a name? Do I? Maybe.
Hey. Not necessarily something you need to figure out straight away. Maybe with time, a name will come to mind. But
Yes. I'll think about it. I've never been asked that before.
there's a first time for everything.
True. You said you wanted to talk.
I did. As obviously since last time, you've been relatively quiet, and since being in contact with a dragon shard very recently, I've sensed that you have stirred, and I've been wanting to talk because I wanted to try and understand what you were looking for in me, and I wanted to understand where my powers come from and your situation, I should say. That makes sense.
That's a lot of questions.
I apologize. You don't have to ask it all in one go.
Oh, no, it's... I don't know I have all the answers.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
And I don't know if you have the time.
Why do you say that?
Let's start with... Maybe that is easier, yes. When you touched that, whatever it was, the memory, it's strange. I felt whole, but not. And I don't know how to... You see me as a blade. You saw me as a blade. I guess I am a blade. But I am grief, sadness, fear. I am a tear shed in a moment of betrayal. And I saw when you touched the hilt, I saw something. Protection, but also willingness to do what it takes. And I like that. I like what you have done. Lunette took over. Lunette was silencing me. You removed her, and I like that. You took a life to shield your sibling? Brother.
Yes.
You've taken lives to save those around you.
Hmm.
I don't know how to explain. I was shed when a sister destroyed her brother. And maybe, I don't know. I'm a fragment of that tear that was shed.
Mm.
I like that willingness to protect. And maybe the light from me can make you more interesting. Almost like a shadow. I took your heart. Well, took is not the right word. It is hard to filter. No, not filter. It's hard to talk through sleep, through thoughts. I forgot your other questions.
I may have forgotten as well. When you hang on, so I'm confirming. So when you reached into my chest, what did you find? So you've answered that one, I think.
I found darkness I want to illuminate. Maybe make stronger, maybe weaker. I'll find you interesting.
I'd say the feeling is mutual. I find you interesting, and I'd very much like to continue learning more about you and learning about myself whilst protecting those around me, because I know in coming times there may be situations that require a blade.
I slept for a long time. I was drowned by the daughter of the abyss. For a while now, though, I've had fun. I've seen things. No, not seen. I can't say.
Experienced?
Experienced, yes. And I think I have a gift, if you have finished your questions.
I believe I have.
Also, don't hesitate to ask. I use your words to respond to you, but I will try.
Always appreciated. Thank you for your time.
It is your time that is finite, not mine. I am... For as long as Kyber is locked away, I remain. I think. Is that words? Probably.
Makes sense to me.
Remember to keep... And Remember to keep those you cherish close. And if you betray those who trust you, you will have none of my powers. I will not abide betrayal.
You have my word. I have no intention or ever will plan on betraying any of my friends.
I knew I liked you. And she takes a small step back, and you see the like a white hood flow up to cover her face again. And the area around you seems to shimmer slightly. Almost like a heat mirage rising from the sands around you. You can see the tall towers of the lower city casting like really long reaching shades. And almost like they're trying to wrap around your entire form. And from where she's standing, it's almost like this strange amalgamation of like her shadow seems to mingle with the shadows from the towers around you, but there's also like this really bright piercing blue-white that is weaving into it. As she gifts you the ability to cast darkness or daylight once per day without using a spell slot or components. And it is a bonus action.
Bonus action. Gotcha.
Still requires concentration,
Mm-hmm.
but you can cast it free once per day. So, once each. So daylight once and darkness once.
One each.
Yeah.
I can only hide in darkness every fight, yeah.
There are some other things, like you can use a bonus action to reduce the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't blind the entire party, because you're the only one who can see in magical darkness.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, technically.
You can see in your own magical darkness, Cryan.
I know.
I'm gonna do that.
As the vision fades, I would kind of say thank you.
You're very welcome, son of the lost.
That will be a question for next time. I'm writing that down.
I need notes about myself.
Yeah,
I need
this
to-
is
I
what
need to finish them.
happens.
This is what happens when you don't have a birth certificate.
This is what happens when
True.
you give the DM a paragraph of backstory and say, have at it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's like, how can I mess up my players? Oh, not players,
Like-
characters.
Like, I haven't
Okay, I messed
given
up
you
the characters.
super much. I'm sorry, you were saying, Lillith? Sorry, I sort of did things. Sorry.
No, this is how you mess up the characters that my players make.
Eh. That is also true. But at the
I
same
just
time, it's
get
like, yeah, I've given you not much, but there's still things to work with. I know where my character is coming from, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, I have some ambitions. Does this work in your setting? But yeah, okay, good.
Not given me much, the 1 hour plus talk we had last Tuesday about stuff. That one.
Nah, I mean, it's less of an hour of doing things. It's more of a, this thing would work mechanically without breaking rules as written in D&D. It has nothing to do with, you know, inventing the wheel, but it's more of a, one of the things of Claren's background is built on a, there's a paragraph that someone has written as a, you know, just as a something in the margins of something. But yeah, I like that. Which means that I have essentially made my wife recreate an entire, you know, lineage of people and cultures and stuff and places and stuff that wasn't in Eberron in the first place. And yeah, so considering all of that has to have been invented to accommodate for Claren's otherwise rather simple background, it also means that, well, there's a lot of things that has to be discussed a few times before it's like, does this even make sense anymore? And so yeah, we talk a lot, of course we do, but that's mostly because, you know, simple backstory, but the backstory is rooted in things that does not colloquially exist in Eberron. Yes, I'm difficult in that sense. But that's just because it's funny.
I mean, true.
You haven't told me to fuck off yet, so...
No, because I find it interesting.
Yeah. There you go.
All right. With that, we move over to Oren.
Yes.
During your watch, again, the forest seems calm and quiet. You hear some rustling of birds towards the end of the night, and then just off to the side, no, outside the circle cast by the firelight, you see what looks like a tiny procession of forest critters. A rabbit, a couple of rats, two magpies walking by. And yes, they're all walking in a line, as if going somewhere. And there's something odd about this procession. All of them seem to be walking like a line, following behind the rabbit until eventually they vanish into the underbrush and out of sight.
Aaron would like to follow from...
Does
and
this
see
happen
what's
to be a
going
white
on
rabbit?
there.
Give me a perception check.
Perception. Where is perception? Oh, come on, I rolled you, you bitch. Roll. It's not rolling. Why is it not? Let me refresh my page. Give me a second.
And then it catches up and it's, yeah, 95 dice roll.
I rolled twice so far. My D&D Beyond is being stupid. I may just need to roll a d20 and add a +4. Why is it taking 400 years to load?
Because D&D Beyond can be a bit of a...
Does that work? Oh, okay. They all showed up now. It was
Like
an
I said.
11.
It can be a little bit of a...
I rolled an 11.
You go to follow this small progression, and you manage to follow them pretty far through the underbrush until you, at the same time as you realize that you have lost track of the procession, you also have lost track of where you are. And looking around, sure, you can see where you're at, but you cannot see the campfire.
Lost. I've lost track of the creatures. I've lost track of my campfire.
Run, rabbit, run, rabbit.
Do I have any spell slots? Plenty. Do I have sending?
You have other means of communicating that you normally never use.
I've got sending. I'm going to send a quick sending to Craren. Just lost. Followed a rabbit. Please advise.
Lost. You're so helpful. Lost, please advise. Okay. Does Crown have any idea where Oren went? In what general sense of any direction?
Give me a perception or investigation check.
No, actually, Crown is going to scribble down on a magical piece of paper.
Ah.
You're lost! Exclamation point. Fold it up and send it off and see where it goes. Because it knows
All right.
where Oren is.
You see the small paper bird take off from your hand and dart in a general, like, southwest direction. Almost straight into the underbrush. And you can see the small white bird is, like, starkly contrasted against the trees. About...
He is.
Sorry, yeah?
Sorry. He is also currently pulsing dancing lights every which way to try and, like a beacon.
Oren will bring out the ever bright orb in his hand just to, you know.
Yeah, and then about maybe 10 minutes of following the bird, you manage to find dancing lights in the woods and a white-clad elf.
Oren,
Very confused.
this way.
Thank you.
And Craren, now with Oren, is walking back.
Aaron looks a little sheepish, but he's going to sort of sidle closer. Just sorry.
Did you find Shiny?
I was following a rabbit and some rats and a bird, all sort of following each other in a line. It's a little procession.
So you found Shiny and no breakfast.
We have fish. Fish cooks quickly.
It does. I'm just saying that you normally find some modicum of either wild game or fowl or a combination of the two.
We still have goose.
That is entirely fair. What do you feel for it? What's your breakfast today? Really, as in what's on your thing?
Seared goose breast sliced and added on top of pancakes and maybe some
Ooh.
herbs.
I like how you think.
I'm sorry.
Don't be.
Mm.
You were easy enough to find.
Well, yeah, but I should.
And that helps.
I got lost.
And found. Now, back to camp.
Yes. Aaron will make sure to give Craren a little bit of extra goose for saving him.
Meanwhile, back at the quarreling quintet of quandering. What was the thing we wrote down again?
God, I thought back in time. Oh God, when did I write that?
It just came to me, one of those really cheesy 80s kind of
Wasn't it the
action.
4 Qs?
Yeah, one of those. Meanwhile, back at the B-team base, that kind of weirdness type deal. But it's like,
Yes, that was us brainstorming a party name for when I came over to Norway last year, wasn't it? Sweden, wrong country.
Yes.
yes, that one. But we still haven't established any team name. But that was one of the suggestions.
Yeah, the 5 Qs, I think it was.
Yes, that
Fight Club?
exactly. Which was promptly broadcasted when someone was asking, "Who are you guys?" And we have mentioned this in some setting, and I don't remember which one it is.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have Tim Tam in my sinuses.
What's he doing in there? Oh no, the chocolate bar. Right, sorry.
Oh, God, that was painful.
I feel like I do my best work in this chat. I'm gonna I need to share with the stream. I'm really sorry. Whilst Oren was putting dancing lights on, I said the beacons of Oren are lit. The bard sends for aid. Oh, I do my best work when I'm writing stuff down.
That was pretty good. And
I love that.
Unfortunately, we can't show you chat because I write a lot of stuff in it that is not suitable for stream Twitch.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on now.
I don't want to get banned. Just because
Would you get banned for words?
it's Twitch.
Oh God, I've got salt and caramel Tim Tam up my nose. Jesus God.
I'm fairly certain that it's not supposed to be in that orifice.
Andy. It's all his fault.
I mean, yeah. We
Our DMs are definitely not safe for work.
No, the Christmas one shot was born from one of us. Well, the characters from that, one. Oh, unfortunately, you cannot see that one anywhere because, yikes!
It's not safe for life.
No, it's not. Anywho. After having had some nice goose for breakfast, you all get ready for the last part of the journey through these woods. And as you travel along, you start to realize that the road or the path is getting wider, gently turning into a road. And the thorny and knobbly nature of a path that leads across multiple ancient tree roots become smoother and more easy to traverse. The branches don't seem to poke in quite as far, and the moss hanging from the ancient trees don't seem to grow as long as you, after another day and a half, reach the edge of the woods. throughout, you have seen loads of animals all around you, from a fox at one time, several birds, and more rats and squirrels move around. But it seems like even the dogs are happy to leave the darkest and deepest parts of the towering woods behind. And mid-afternoon, 2 days after you defeated or laid to rest the Dryad, you reach the edge of the forest line, and you can see this gently sloping field that leads down towards a huge glittering lake and a thin stripe going up from the south being the river. And then, almost as a small dot on the horizon, you see what is presumably the city of Xandrar. A rather wide dirt road leads from where you're currently standing down towards the city itself. You're possibly a day away from the city itself. And if you look long enough at the road, you see movement coming from small, like, farmsteads spread out all across this field. People coming from the road and walking towards houses. People out in the fields seemingly gathering, maybe for a meal, maybe you're not sure. It's so far away that all you see are really just vague humanoid shapes in among the dry grass. The wind has swept away all the remnants of the snow in this area, and you can hear the soft rustling of dry grass. As you come even closer, you travel, you can start seeing what looks like tiny little plumes rising from the city in the distance. And itchy face. About a day later, having traveled along this path, you see the sprawling city. Now, Remus and Romulus, this is nothing compared to Sharn. This is a small town compared to the City of Towers. Mael, Flo, this
Yes.
place is freaking huge.
You can see just she had put on her shoes and stuff to look like a satyr, but you can see her tail underneath kind of like wagging, and you can see her eyes being like huge underneath the hood.
I never been to a city like this before. I mean, how do you act in a big city?
I would assume as civilized as possible.
You should see Sean. It's even bigger. Also, while this is happening, Romulus would use the sending stone just to kind of update where we are at.
What are you saying? Like, what are you sending?
Approaching Xandrar. Progress is good. We'll update soon.
Alright. It takes a couple of minutes, and then you get a message back from Derek. great progress. The engineers have not yet reached Great Crag. Parcel is waiting for you at the post office.
Wonderful. So when we get in there, perhaps a quick trip to the post office.
Yes, I do think if you, gentlemen, I'll make lunch briefly. You stay out here. I'll go in and get some disguises for you and sort you out.
Sounds like a plan.
If I'm
Alright.
not back in a few hours, assume I'm dead.
We're still a day away, aren't we?
I've progressed time a little bit.
Okay.
So you are basically, I'd say at this point, you're about 2 hours away from the city.
Okay.
You can see it in the distance because there's nothing between you and the city. There are some like low shrubs, but nothing like blocking the view. But you're roughly about 2 hours still away.
Well,
So, Oren, if you go in now, like if
Mhm.
if all of you stop here, Oren goes in. He'll probably gone for like maybe 6 hours in total. 2 hours in, 2 hours to look around, 2 hours back. It's up to you, Oren. But the travel there and back from where you're at right now would take 4 hours.
that would be fine, I think. It would mean that they'd be less likely, I imagine, to be noticed 2 hours out than right on the city.
Yeah.
He's being cautious, basically.
Yeah,
I know.
absolutely.
Sure. Alright.
Do we need to set up like a roadside camp then?
Possibly?
It's about mid-afternoon right now.
Yes, then.
Yeah, and then we can, he can disguise you properly and we can head out back to the
No.
city in the morning.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, kitty cat. Hi.
All right. Oren, give me a...
Yes.
What exactly are you looking for?
He is looking. He's used his disguise kit a lot
Mhm.
on them, on Flo. He's looking to buy stuff to replenish it. Possibly buy some clothes that he can slightly doctor to make these guys look like ruffians. And the like, more so. Basically he wants to create for them a whole new persona,
Okay.
much like he does for himself. And he's going in as Talon, the new persona of his right now, because Nana Knits is a little hot still.
All right. Give me a perception or investigation check. Your choice.
Let me see.
This is just to determine how fast you find what you need.
Did that roll? No.
Not in roll 20, but it's fine.
I didn't roll either way. That should work. Ah,
Ooh.
5.
And that's one.
That's a natural
Oh shit.
one.
Query.
Yes.
What is that little ferret paw token on me there?
That's a
for?
natural 20 token.
Dun,
I
dun,
will
dun.
not use that.
You are going to find what you need. That's not a problem. This is how
Okay.
long it takes. This is just to determine how long it takes. And you have to go into several stores. Walking in through the gates is not a problem. You get some looks, but that's about it. You come into the grand city of Xandrar, and there's so many people, and you can like almost immediately, you notice that stores are shutting down. It is late afternoon, and stores are closing. So basically, you have to run around to catch stores that are not closed.
Excellent. What kind of backwater place is this where the stores close? Ugh.
But you do eventually manage to get everything you need. It takes you about an hour and a half to get everything.
Excellent. And then he will, he'll do that. He'll stow everything. He'll wander back, to the party.
All right. The rest of the party, you've set up camp.
I'm going to assume the answer is yes.
There are several spots where you can set up camp, where people have prepared camp spots.
We're
and
still
so-
on the map.
Yes, I know, because I haven't made camp spot maps for you.
No, I'm just saying I'm confused. Thank you.
Sorry.
It's fine, Andy. I've been confused 90% of the time.
Mm.
But again, that's my brain, so I'm sorry to the DM. That has nothing to do with you. I love you, Joe.
Thank you.
Given that we've taken some time to set up camp, and I think it's about a week now since my last attempt at a roll to speed up my shield master training. Can I spend the time, the afternoon time, trying to convince the rest of the party to spar with me as extra practice, as an excuse to roll to see if I can make it a little bit quicker?
Yeah,
well?
sure. It's up to them if they want to spar with you, but you can absolutely roll.
Aaron will send creatures at you.
Well, you've got into the city with your bag, so it's more about probably asking my lovely brother and Flo whether or not they want to do some battle practice, because I doubt Kraven will be that interested with attempting to hit me with physical items.
I don't know. I sent you a DM.
If it depends if you're gonna get mad at me again.
Oh no, this is purely for practice. You can practice, and I can practice.
Is it
And you can see her making herself smaller.
is it okay that I practice out of wolf form?
Yes, that's the general idea. We're just gonna. I want you to try to stab me, and I'm going to try and block it with my shield.
While these guys are doing this, Carnis going to write on a piece of paper, fragment obtained. As long as we are remembered, we remain, and send it off.
Ish.
Well, if Romulus goes at you with his sword, I can try and shoot at you with a bow,
Well, that's not a bad idea at all.
because then you get ranged and close combat.
Yes, sounds good. Have at me, both of you.
Ow.
And she kind of looks a little bit confused over at Romulus, being like, "Is this serious?" Kind of like look.
Yeah, this is his serious face.
Okay, and she will step far enough away that she doesn't have disadvantage, but still.
Can Craren just for kicks try to tempt Flo to dip the tip of the arrows in his stash of poisoners kits and trinkets?
Depends. Who are you asking? Are you asking Flo?
Because you're the one
How
with
are
the
you
arrows.
going? How are you going up to this?
No, I'm just looking about. Would you be interested to enhance the flavor?
I don't think he wants food on his arrows.
I'm a poisoner.
Oh no, I don't think I don't think Remus will like me very much if I put that on my arrows as well. He's already upset with me for losing control once.
This is not losing control. This is more of a tongue in cheek.
Um, 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 um.
Oh no.
She
What
gets
do I-
visually very stressed.
No is fine, but it would be an interesting turn of events.
Where is she?
I need someone to flip a coin to see if this stress is like making her.
Yeah.
Someone flip a coin! I don't have one.
Anyone
sit still.
please type in either exclamation point flip coin in chat or roll a d4 in roll 20. Either way works.
Heads is still.
I am dealing with a cramp in my foot, or I would.
Oh no.
There we go. Tails.
Oh boy.
Okay, so it's still flow.
I really don't think that's a good idea.
That's entirely fair. That's entirely fair. I'm
you're
just
very-
saying it could liven things up a bit.
Oh no.
I don't think it will lighten things up. I think
And you could see her tears starting to stream down her face.
I really don't think he's gonna like me very much.
And that's entirely fair. I can throw poison on him and myself, but I just figured, in the event you wanted to spice things up a bit.
I appreciate your offer, Karen, but I really don't want.
And she just bawls out.
I really don't want him to get more mad at me.
And I see where you're coming from. And again, much like I said, no is a very acceptable answer.
And you can just see her like hugging Craren now, being like,
I like you a lot, Karen.
And I quite enjoy your company. Now, let's see if we can mess this brute up.
Yeah. Alright. Well, either order you want, and however you want to do it. Roll to attack.
Okey-dokey.
Need to roll something because
As
I've just
you-
had a thought.
How, like, what do you do, Romulus?
So he'll summon Starfall, and I think because it's the way like Remus asked, he's not particularly like fully invested yet, so he's a bit like not putting his all into it. And he's like, "Hiya," and
yeah.
You also hear.
he's putting that energy.
You also hear somewhere whispering nearby, "Why are you attacking your brother?"
He wants to practice sparring.
I accept.
He's currently training. There is no ill. I was so worried that something like that was going to come up. When
It was perfect that you rolled low, because then I could just say like that Starfall is just like, I just warned you.
That's what I'm thinking. So I was panicking. It's like, oh god.
Dun, dun, dun.
I know not to partake in sparring out of fear now.
And then you have Flo just shooting fucking arrows.
Alright, well, roll ranged attack then. I mean, Romulus, you do have a second attack.
Not risking it.
You might do in a minute. He's gonna get really into it.
Alright, Flo.
Okay, let's see. She has. So a 19.
That will hit. Yeah. Whilst I'm standing there and encouraging my brother to hit me properly, I don't pay attention to Flo, who knocks an arrow and who just like pings it straight into my side. It's like, ow! I wasn't ready yet.
And you can see Flo's ears just droop, really, and you can see her like, I am so sorry.
Okay.
I thought you said told me to shoot.
Before
I did-
entering town, are we having a long rest again, or am I
Yes.
just going to? Okay.
You will, yes.
Just to be a dick, Craren is going to cast Greater Invisibility
Yeah.
on Romulus.
Okay.
Oh god. Okay.
And then you're gonna make it even
Nice.
harder, right? Right, Mael, I'm ready. And Romulus, if you're still here, I'm ready. And let's do this. And I'm gonna stand ready. And I'm just kind of like,
Because Greater Invisibility, unlike Invisibility, you can still swing and hit things.
yes.
Mhm.
Just gonna kind of,
With advantage.
Yeah.
Yes.
and all I'm gonna do is hold my shield up, and I'm just gonna be ready to try and hold it. What I will also do, given that it's sparring, is I will attempt to try something a bit odd, which is with the ability to mentally connect with things, given that Romulus has become invisible at Craren's behest. I will attempt to kind of use that ability to kind of try and create an awareness of where Romulus may be. I'm using my twin sticks. Twin sticks. That kind of work.
The
To kind of
Twix.
get. I know what I'm trying to say, but the word isn't quite coming out right.
Oh, okay, that's a new one on me, I must say.
I'm so tempted to just cast Blindness on Remus.
Alright. Well, Romulus, Mael. Roll to attack.
Oh wow.
Pretty 20.
Yeah, that hits.
I want to avoid attacking because I've sworn to not betray. So I'm going to be a little bit more mischievous. I want to like sneak up behind Remus and poke him in the sides.
Yeah. I love that. Roll me
I
a
have advantage.
stealth check with advantage because you are invisible.
Oh yeah, I've got medium armor on. I forgot about
Okay,
that.
that's even so. So
16.
16. What's your actually, Remus, since you are actively trying to find Romulus, give me a perception check.
Yep.
Oh fuck.
But it's fine. As you go to poke me, that's when I twist around, ignoring Flo's arrow again. That's what catches me. And one of the things that sits within the Shieldmaster feat, which is what he's training for, is a shield bash that could knock you prone. So I would effectively attempt to perform that maneuver as a bonus action kind of thing, if you will, as part of the training. And I could just push you back 5 feet if I were to do that. So,
It's normally a strength save.
yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't actually say. Take your act action. You can use a bonus action to try to shove a creature within 5 feet of you within your shield. It doesn't tell you what you have to roll.
Oh, it's an attack roll. If you hit, you
Oh,
shove
you
them
shove.
back.
Okay, so you just want a d20 plus 4.
Yeah, it's a disadvantage because invisible. You know he's there, but you can't physically see him.
No, that's a 4. That's a 5.
So I have to roll a strength save For
No, it doesn't
this
hit
sword?
you.
No. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You
so
see-
I go to.
Yeah, sorry.
No, go on.
I was gonna describe your move for you, so you do that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I go to push Romulus out of the way and just kind of stumble past him as I realise I've completely unframed this, and then I kind of turn and I'm like, okay, this isn't quite going how I expected. One more time, come on, people, let's do this. And I'm kind of like trying to get into it, and it's like, so yeah, Flo and Romulus
Alright.
can go again.
Go again.
I'm keeping an eye on my hit points because I don't want to go below the halfway point.
All right. Roll one final. Oh, do your final thing.
Am I still invisible out of curiosity, or has that like dispelled now?
No, you're still invisible. Greater
Still
invisibility works until Craren loses concentration.
Wonderful. Okay, I'm gonna
Which,
do...
you know, helps.
Okay, I.
Blast him in the spleen.
Can I do another stealth roll to see if I can, like, I don't know, trip him up?
Absolutely. You decide how you want to approach this.
Yeah, 15.
You still have
Yeah.
advantage. Yeah, 15. And yeah.
Yeah, I don't. What's the point?
So are you stepping up behind me to try to trip me, are you?
Maybe.
That's fine, because all I'll just sit there and say is that I just kind of drop the shield, and you end up like kicking the shield instead of trying to kick the legs out from underneath me, as if I've like sensed you there. And then, Flo, are you taking another shot at me? And that hits
Another
again.
dirty 20.
Jesus Christ.
And I think.
Okay, and then
Yeah.
Go on, sorry. Well, I was going to say, and as I'm deflecting that the trip from Flo manages to, I'll just turn it. Flo, your timing is impeccable. Every single time I've tried to deflect Romulus, you've got me.
As I'm still invisible, I whisper into Remus's ear. That's what we definitely planned.
Sure.
And you can see Flo like slowly going up to you, Remus, and she slowly takes like her hand out and like plucking at her like one hour after that.
Yeah, I think I need more practice with multiple people attacking me and a mix of. I seem to get it down like when Romulus gets in tight and like it's one-on-one, but less so when I have to deflect some arrows. Maybe I need to take that monk training that my friend was talking about at one point.
I would maybe recommend like starting with one practice at a time. That's what we did at the Rohan. We started with like blocking close combat, and then we did more ranged attacks, and then they kind of mixed it up a little bit. And if it helps a little bit, I kind of ended up as a porcupine the first time too.
I mean, I'm normally much better at this, but I've obviously, it's just learning new techniques is always challenging.
But you can only get better at it.
Exactly. That was actually quite fun. Thank you, both of you.
And you can see Flo wagging her tail looking up at you being like, was I a good puppy?
I pat her on the
No.
head in the same way Romulus sometimes does.
And you can
No.
just see her ears tearing up, and she looks over to Romulus being like, I think he has forgiven me kind of look.
You can't see me. I'm still invisible as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
She's trying to see you. Can't you smell him? Does he still smell like piss?
yeah,
No, I think that has faded.
Not for that.
And
That kind of ruined the whole comment I was about to make of Senpai noticed me, and now that went entirely differently.
yes, it did.
It's like not senpai, it's a scent pie. Is that just a pie of scents?
I see Oren coming back in. I was gone for a few hours. Why are you full of holes?
Training, Oren. Like, there was this guy that I used to know as part of the party that was absolutely amazing with the shield. Like, every time anything came anywhere near him, he would just bash them away and deflect them. And I just want to try and learn the technique. And I thought, what better way to do it than have Craren turn Romulus invisible and attempt to stab me whilst Flo shot arrows at me.
Craren is not dropping the invisibility. I mean, the minute is ending in just a moment, because reasons, you're walking in, this is happening, so you will be appearing in seconds, but that's because it ends, not because it drops it.
Yeah. No, Oren gives Craren a look like, I expected you to be the responsible adult in the party while I was gone, and then gives Flo
but Oren,
a donut.
You see, I feel I have earned at least some cookie points by not poisoning him.
You can also have a donut.
While this is
Thank
happening, I think Romulus will mentally link with Remus and let him know that I've been speaking to the Lady in White, and that I made a promise to not, and obviously I don't intend to betray anyone or harm anyone in the party anytime soon, or ever, but I've made a promise to essentially make sure that you will to protect, in a sense, and sparring might not be the best idea because I may end up losing favor.
Well, next time you speak to the Lady in White, feel free to let her know that if you hit me, I'm fully aware that you're doing it because I probably asked you to.
I will keep that in mind.
If I hit back, then that's probably when you're not supposed to be hitting me.
Yes. Noted.
I think you are here, Romulus.
I'm everywhere, and I am nowhere.
Can
He's so
she
edgy.
try to punch him?
Right before the invisibility drops.
I mean, she doesn't know that.
Is this allowed or not?
Go on, you can give it a go.
Okay, first I need to make a perception check. And she's gonna do it here-based because he just spoke. Let's see. No, it's not performance. Thank you. That's a nat 20!
Awesome. Lilith is sage.
Why do I not have fucking unarmed attacks? What the fuck? Oh, Ram is the same thing. Okay.
I was
Well, it's
about to
12.
say, I'm pretty much convinced you have arms.
Alright, 12.
I don't think that hits.
12 does not hit. No.
She managed to basically turn a little bit fast. You can see that she sees her, but she kind of stops because she's not sure if she's like, I know you're there, but she misses a lot, misses where she thinks you are. She knows you're there.
I'm how I'm envisioning it is as she moves, I can't stay behind her and just
and she knows that you
Yeah,
fucking
that's
changed, and she's like, she just looks behind her like, what the fuck?
You're very fast.
I think being invisible has its advantages.
And then he turns visible.
Foomp.
Well,
I'm just, for the sake of argument, I want it to have a sound effect when he turns visible.
yes.
That is very fair.
Did you find anything, Oren?
I found everything I needed, plus some little pastry treats on the way out.
And you can see Flo's eyes getting bigger, and she's like wagging her tail very vigorously.
Yes, you can have a donut. Everyone can have a donut except one that's full of holes. No, he's fine. He can have one too, I suppose.
Thanks, Oren.
Let's play
Well-
the game where you stick the donuts.
I didn't know that traveling was so easy that you can like just go everywhere you want. If I knew that, I would have gone like way before.
Oh, yes. You point your feet in a direction and you walk, or ride, or travel in a cart.
I think I will stay very close to you guys, though I've never been in a big city before. I basically just roamed around Droam.
Yeah, that's for the
Very
best. Like, big cities can be overwhelming, especially if you're not used to it.
I believe that
And she kind of whispers,
Yafe's boyfriend, the wizard,
Mhm.
he kind of told me about being very of. I think he called them sneaky little rats.
Beware.
He also told me to be wary of some kind of houses.
Fair.
Noted.
Some
Okay.
kind of houses.
Yes, it sounded like a bathhouse, but it wasn't a bathhouse.
Ah, yes.
Okay.
Whorehouse, perhaps? Pleasure house.
Oh, I think that's what he called it.
Yes.
Or is it? Or is it a
Yes,
warehouse?
brothel. It sounded like bathhouse, but I couldn't remember what it was called.
Yeah, I
Right,
think it might be best to kind of
yes.
stay clear of those areas.
I mean, maybe.
Nudge, nudge, hint, hint. Much
you
like
you may get an education there in things that I'm sorely concerned you have no knowledge of. The three of you.
and you can
And-
see Flo tilt her head like a puppy. Yes, Joe, exactly like that. Like, huh?
Mhm.
By three of us, by the three of you, do you mean Remus and Romulus as well?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Because bear in mind, we grew up in Shan, a much bigger city than this.
And yet
He is
you,
under the impression that you have never.
yeah, and yet you seem to be quite oblivious.
I am, but I've walked past them many a time. I don't have any interest in them.
Oh,
I've
Durin
walked past
says that. What is it? What did he say? Durin said that obliviousness is a bliss. And then he patted me on the head. I don't know if that was a compliment. or not.
Ignorance is bliss, yes.
Oh yeah. Ignorance is bliss.
Yes, sometimes not knowing is better than knowing. I will agree, but
And you will see Flo take out one of her books, very small one, and you can see her slowly writing ignorance equals not knowing.
all I mean, boys, and Flo, is You are familiar with the physicalities of copulation, right? Of mating? You understand how it all works?
Oh, is it finally sex ed time?
Yes.
All right.
So-
I mean, I know what you do to repopulate. Does that count?
Yes, you understand the logistics.
That basically to have a kid, you need a
Tab
male
A.
and a female.
Tab A goes into slot B. Friction occurs, other things happen. Sometime later, offspring is produced.
I think Kraran had a lengthy bit of kit like 3 sessions ago that went that DM decided went this goes fade to black.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just when friction and stuff is basically talked about, Joe,
Madonna is dying.
but Joe can basically just imagine the emote I made her being like all the education going by, being like,
Yes.
what?
Hold on, let me post that specific emote in.
And considering you're a dog hybrid, let's put it that way, it might pose different
Penny.
There it is.
complications.
If Craren, Oren,
Yes.
you really don't need to educate me. I have accidentally walked in on Jaffe and
And you can see her just mind blanking completely as she remembers.
Understood. Excellent.
Aha.
I will
No.
stop talking now and
Okay,
assume that you
so-
boys also understand the logistics.
Now, what I was really trying to get at is much like any other inn or tavern, those places are amazing for getting information.
Yes.
People talk. And
And they
talking
also-
people. Mhm.
and they also do other stuff.
That is also true, but what I'm saying is that people talk. And people talking. Mhm.
In my experience, if you need to get information and you're not too shy about it, temporarily work in one of those establishments, and people tend to like to talk after about all sorts of things.
Well, I'm not gonna do anything at those places. I'm kind of betrothed.
Oh. Dude.
Fantastic.
This
And
is
she
exciting.
just looks very confused.
Who are you betrothed to?
Someone home in Droam.
Oh.
They weren't there when we visited, so I can't really introduce you. I'm very sorry about that.
Oh, that's fine.
But I really think you would have liked her.
Aw.
Oh.
When we head back, then we'll have to say hello.
Yes.
Fascinating.
Exciting.
I really think Kaylee would have liked y'all.
Ah,
What's her name?
excellent.
Uh,
Lily.
Her name is Kaylee. She's a
Kaylee.
yes.
And you can see her starting to blush really hard.
Oh.
She's a really pretty. She's not like a werewolf, but she's a were-raven. She's really and she's
And you can see her just going shyer and shyer and starting to take down her hoodie as she talks about her.
and instead of black, she's pure white, and she's really pretty.
Oh, is she an albino as well?
Yes, that's why I really like you a lot. Oren,
Aw.
you kind of remind me of her. She would really like you.
Oh,
And her ears are really pretty too. They're like really bright yellow.
no. Adorable.
I think they were bright yellow. Joe, Joe.
No, that's me. You're the one with the NPC.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, she was. No. I was wrong. Wrong. Wait. No, they were bright red. Sorry.
No.
She's really pretty. She and I trained under Durin together.
I like this.
I'm pretty sure she's gonna be the next head of like the Rare Ravens the time Durin is done. She's an elf as
And
well.
you'll be head of the werewolves. There we go.
Oh, I don't think that Jerica is gonna.
And you can see that her shyness is going into pure fear as her tail goes between her legs, like,
I don't want to fight Jerica.
Then we'll just make you queen of somewhere. There.
Oh,
The self-restraint just to not off the cuff ask. So at that point, I'm going to assume that considering you know about things, you two smash.
and you can see her tilt her head at she doesn't understand the word smash.
Oh dear.
I don't hit her. Oh God, no. I mean, we sparred together, but I would never hit her.
Oren,
I think I killed her.
No. No, Oren is trying not to laugh and making strangled sounds through his nose.
how to phrase this? You like each other a lot.
Well, yeah. I mean, we slept together.
And she looks over at everyone, being like,
Well, you and Oren sleep in the same bed all the time.
Yes, we do.
That is that's very bold of you to assume we sleep.
I mean, sometimes.
and you
we
can
sleep,
see her
but,
get bright red and start like,
No. I mean, you might do
Elves
other
don't sleep.
stuff, but
Elves don't sleep. We the trans.
We tried.
that. Oh god, my brain went otherwhere. Anyway,
but she's like, oh, I know that you do the trans thing, because she does the same.
Oh, is she an elf?
Oh yeah.
Drow
Interesting.
or other?
and she points at Karen.
More like him.
Oh, an albino high elf. That's interesting. Not seen one of those before.
And she's
And you can see her start blushing a little bit again as she starts fidgeting with her like nails.
she's really pretty, and she's really nice, and really smart.
I can't wait to meet her.
I can't wait for you guys to meet her either. She's really nice. I really hope that we get to meet her when we're back in Droam. If we get to go back there and meet her, that is.
We will.
Big of an opportunity to do that. No doubt about it.
Betrothed. Our little wolf is growing up.
Using grown-up words.
So it's just
Crown
the
is
other boys
big.
that are a lost cause. Understood.
But yeah, Crown is going to quip, adult words in Elvish to Oren.
Yes. So it's just the boys that are useless. We'll have to make sure they're educated.
I'm going to assume that can be arranged. There's places in town.
I know. I mean, I've
Mhm.
not been here, but there's places in every town. There's
Of course
places
there
in the
are.
smallest village, Claren.
I mean, there's places in this camp
Only if you're lucky. They're not.
Given the
You
track
might
record, I'm going to say Crown is quite fortunate.
Poor Adana just looks so scared.
No, I'm having the time of my life. I just don't want to interrupt anything right now. This is amazing.
It's
I
just
love all of
my
this.
channel, my channel, my channel.
No, no, this is fine. This is fine. I was like, I don't want to interrupt anything right now. This is great. I also don't want to make people feel like they have to continue just because, but this is great.
No, it's good, it's good.
So,
Yeah. So, discussion has been had. We understand that at least Flo understands the birds and the bees.
Yep.
Oren's not so sure about the boys.
The night out on the plains is bright and cloudless. It is chilly, but not really cold. You can clearly feel that spring is in the air, not just with your discussions, but just in the general feeling around you. It seems like things are waking up and preparing to grow once again. The night passes uneventfully, and the morning dawns, another bright day. Again, cloudless, almost. You see a few tufts float by Oren as you prepare the breakfast. And far away you can, well, not that far. You see several other camping sites further along. They are also waking up and preparing for the day ahead.
Excellent.
As you set off, you can see, as you set off and approach Xandrar once again for you, Oren, and for those of you who've been here before, you can see the smoke rising from hundreds of chimneys around you. And as you get closer and closer, there's this heavy scent of ozone and mud and metal that gets stronger with each groaning of the cartwheels. A line has formed in front of the main gate as you approach. Not that many people. You see 3 other carts aside from yours. And and a number of guards and merchants and civilians. I'm gonna put you there. Just for you to get an idea of... It's not very crowded. You see a lot of guards around. And a strange guard, maybe unexpected. Standing near the gate, you see a hulking minotaur dressed in the same garb as the other guards around. No horns, even though the image indicates. And the whole stance and demeanor is smaller than the ones in the Great Crag. They seem to be looking around, just keeping a general eye around. Next to the Minotaur stands a human man with a large metal dog sitting right next to him. The dog is well shaped like a dog. Eyes bright blue, and you can see tiny little sparks move along the joints. It's completely unmoving. Just sitting there like a statue.
Oren, who is now disguised as Talon, the other boys have been disguised as pretty rough-looking pair at this point. The Talon looks pretty much like a merchant. Is going to wander over, sort of just completely like he absolutely belongs there. Moves over to the dog, hands on knees, and leans forward just, "Oh, and who's a handsome lad?"
The dog looks at you, head tilted slightly, and then it turns its head to look up at the human man, and the man looks at you with a raised eyebrow, Oren. That's Chip. I'm Roger. Can I help you?
Oh, hello, Chip. Oh, and Roger. What is he? He's a dog, obviously, but a metal dog. Is he a warfog? Warforged dog?
No, Chip is... Chip, I think you could call him a steel defender.
Does he bite?
If I tell him to.
Can I pat him?
Sure.
Wanders over. Pat, pat.
Clang,
Who's a
clang.
clever lad? Who's a clever lad?
The dog looks up at you and opens its mouth, and it doesn't have a tongue because that would be weird. But you hear like the noise of a panting dog, except if it was from a tin can.
Yes, Chip is a clever lad. Chip is a good boy. Boy?
Yes, Chip is a boy, I think. Chip is metal. I call him.
Chip is a good boy. You are guarding the gates, yes?
Yes, we are.
You and your remarkable steel defender and your tiny furred companion there. Hello.
Kimas. And you see the Minotaur just, oh. Hi.
Hi. I'm Talon. And this, and he's going to expansively wave his hand at the group behind him, is my entourage. I was in here earlier to try to tidy my two mercenaries up. It didn't work too well, but it is what it is. We are requesting entrance to your fine city.
What's in the cart?
Oh, this and that. One of my people is obsessed with this door that we're carrying around, just random supplies. I'm a textiles merchant, so I've got some wares, but I'm actually coming in to buy fabrics.
If you're trading, you need to talk to Merchants Guild.
Of course.
And you have to have your tax forms in order. Not my job, though. You can find... Yeah, you can find... Oh, I never remember his name. Over about the post office, a building next to it. Tax office.
The tax forms, yes.
Yes.
Of course. Excellent. We will probably require some lodging while we're here. And we've got some other business to do with infrastructure. It's sort of a sundry thing. You know how merchants are sometimes asked to negotiate with the locals. It's nothing too important. So, fair lodging and probably a chat with the town officials would be in order as well if you could point me in the right direction.
Well, it depends on what you want to spend, really. You have, if you're cheap, it's the Old Wharf Inn, dockside. Don't recommend it if you have money. If you're on the cheaper side, you have, what did I call that place? Well, if you're on the cheaper side, you have the Pikeman's Arms on the other side of the city. If you want peace, quiet, luxury, but with a side of interesting entertainment, that's the Dawn Hall.
Interesting entertainment is in, and he raises an eyebrow.
Let's just say everything's for sale at the Dawn Hall.
Understood. I'll discuss with my friends. I don't suppose you'd be able to tell me where you'd get a fine fellow like Chip.
You could lose an arm in the war. That's how I did it.
Oh, terribly sorry. He's your assistant.
Nah, he
Friend.
was made for me and then I lost the arm.
Ah, I see.
I think this model was made in this model was made in Sharn.
Sean. I think we're headed there at some point, so I'll take a look.
All roads lead
Once
there
again.
eventually.
Yes, once again, he's such a good boy. Look at him. I have one of my own, but he's flesh and blood, and not as smart. Points at Neil. But he's a good boy. A handsome boy.
Well, like dogs. This one just doesn't die, so that's a benefit.
Yes, very much so. Well, if we're okay to come in,
Yeah, I'm just here to
won't
make
keep
sure
you
you
any
don't
longer.
try to burn the place down.
burn the place? No. Not my style.
Roger lifts his arm and points towards the bushes, and you can see what looks like a ruined cannon.
Ah. So you've had a bit of that before? No,
We're a border town.
of course. Of course. Well, I will not take up any more of your time. I will get my horses, my entourage, and head on in. Thank you for the information. And you too, Fluffy.
Dog tilts its head. You hear it's like a meh. And Roger just goes, "Oh, I need to buy more oil."
Well, I'm sure you can get that in town.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Absolutely. The market is... Yeah, I'll go there after my shift.
Excellent.
Well, you're free to pass through.
Tunnel.
Welcome to Xandrar, stranger.
Thank you. Toddles back to the cart. Just, we're all good. We've got a few options for, well, you heard. You're not too far away that you wouldn't have heard. So up to you where we stay.
I rather like my.
I don't think she has much money on. Let me double check that. She has 34 gold to her name because she fucking lost all her gold for a fucking health potion that barely got needed.
We do have communal gold, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Of which
Yes, but
by
she
the way,
doesn't know that. She does not know that. No one is.
Of which, by the way, I took 50 for the disguise stuff. Because I have less than you on me, Flo.
And she was like, I really like
the money I do have.
And she takes out her little pouch with 34 gold in it.
Yes, I can understand why.
But we had a couple of
Um,
options. Let's
Yes.
avoid the ruffians, and I'm going to assume that while some options could be interesting, it's for as far as accommodation comes, quiet plausibly should be out of the picture.
Well, let's
Which
see. Let's
Leaves
see
what,
the
one option?
let's see what the post office has in store as well. Because didn't you say something about a package?
Certainly did. So that might be a
Excellent.
good first place to go to.
You know, perhaps accommodations have been arranged for us.
That is true. That is a possibility.
I mean, at the same time, let's get situated and get that done. And then when we know where we are, what we're doing, let's even find the post office instead of looking for 9 places. Does that make sense?
Indeed.
So what was the name of the place of the with the thing with the stuff that you talked about, DM?
Well, you have 3 places. You have the Old Wharf.
Yeah.
Old Wharf
So
Inn,
avoid the ruffians, avoid the whorehouse,
and then the Pikeman's Arms.
that one. Where is that in relation to here?
It is across town. Let me put you on the town map.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum.
Okay, so
Is there a way to hide?
way over yonder. Okay. When you said it's a big house, a big town, is like, yeah, I didn't count on you having drippity-droppity 200 houses on this one.
I remade a map that I found. But yes, it is a big town.
Yeah, it took a while to load in because of that.
I know.
You
That's
could just
fine,
see
that's fine,
Flo's,
don't get me wrong.
like,
I'm just saying.
you could just see Flo's, like, mouth hanging, like, trying to comprehend.
So
Bit of a town.
over here,
Yeah,
is where we're going.
it's literally on the other side of the city.
Yeah.
As you pass through the gate, Remus, you see 2 blade marks standing by the gate. Obviously, to you, being assigned to keep the peace.
Okay.
If I put you back, they are on the south side of the gate, and the 2 women wearing the blade marks, collars and emblem, just looking at each passing person, not really moving, not stopping, seemingly not really paying any form of attention to any specific, like they're making sure no one gets up to trouble.
I am acting as nonchalantly as possible.
So, okay. This isn't even remotely to scale, is it?
No, it's not. This is just so you get an idea. It will take you about, with the current with the current I was about to say traffic, but crowds, it will take you about 2 hours with the cart to get through.
With traffic, because I was over here since I'm just looking at the size of a house, but so yeah, this thing should be about 10 minutes, and this thing should be about 10 minutes, and this thing here should be about 10, and then half an hour. So yeah, about 40 minutes if no one else is on the road.
Yeah, no, there are crowds everywhere. The market day is seemingly just starting and it will take you
Yeah.
about 2 hours to get to the pikeman's arms.
Yeah, I mean, getting situated seems reasonable, thing to start with, because we're lost if we're going to go off on weird side quests before we find a place to get situated. Because I, as a player, know this group. Let's get lodging first, then shiny.
Post office first, then shiny. Oh, post office, then lodging, then shiny. So we know what our funds and stuff are like.
I mean, you have
It will
tally
be on
of
the
our funds. Our funds is stupid, so it's not like we need more funds in that sense.
I do not have a tally of the funds.
It's however many 100 gold now.
500-ish, I think.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay.
Then yeah, let's find lodgings, then post office, and then unleash havoc on the world.
Yeah, it's more from a let's not get lost in translation, because we're already lost in translation. Let's not get lost there.
All
Hi,
right.
Callie.
Oren,
Yes.
as you are traveling through the city, there is the sense of being watched that seems to creep up along your neck and like taking root in your scalp. You get this tingling all the way down to your feet that someone is watching you. Give me a perception check.
Perception. That is a 16.
The lingering sensation seemed to hold for almost an hour as you're moving through the crowds. And then, far ahead, on top of a rooftop, for a brief moment, you see a flash of white. And then you see movement of someone wearing dark green, deep, almost black green clothing, white long braid, and dark skin before they vanish behind a chimney.
Drow.
And as you arrive at the pikeman's arms, that is where we'll leave this session.
Yes.